I'm about to get you into the most exclusive club there is. Come with me, and these suspicious rockers will let you in to
The Midnight Demon Club.
Highly Suspect have released their fourth record, and with a title like that and the videos like this, I think it's okay for you and I to be a little suspect. Let's dive into the lava that builds this heckish weirdness and see if there's any artistic merit to this. A side note, and then we'll get suspiciously deep into this review. I first discovered this band from the music video for These Days. I like these days! So first things first, I'm anti-interlude, and the sound makes me extremely happy because the Highly Suspect boys know how to open an album right. If you're going to have bubbles and sound effects at the beginning of your record, just have them at the beginning of the song. There's no need for a separate track called intro that wastes my valuable streaming time. Any artist with more than 3 interludes or intros or outros should be, I guess I don't want to ban any musicians from making or creating music, but there's got to be a limit. No one artist should have more than 3 wastes of space of album time. Thanks. We get past the noise and the band cranks up to a fiery blazing of a sound. Lyrically, the depths of lyrical misery and grief are pouring out into an emotional whirlwind that hits me so hard and so personally that after you and I spend just 2 minutes inside this club, I'm a little worried about Johnny Stevens. Johnny, did crafting this album help you deal with these issues that you wrote about? Because I really hope that it did. On to the next room of this horror show that we've arrived in. Natural Born Killer is the advanced single, and it's gotten 3 million plus plays so far on the Spotify. More, to be sure. This one takes radio-friendly rock and pairs it with a lyrical abstract painting that makes me want to paint white out into the air that I breathe and exhale. The lyrical abstraction is something I've never heard executed quite this way, and it's punctuated with a Depeche Mode quote that punches me in the spirit so hard that I'm going to be sad for 6 months. I can't be defeated. I'm getting what's mine. I'm having the time of my life. These are lyrics for Ice Cold, the next track. And in this lyric and the entire song, I can only ponder if this band is as deep as I am interpreting them to be, or if Johnny is the literal persona of the words written here. I certainly have taken rock songs more seriously than the writers themselves before, and that's okay, right? We can all interpret art how we like. But this track is about being sort of an idiot who gets what he wants regardless of anything, and it's brilliant. The title track deserves to be front and centered as Johnny gets back to self-deprecation and hatred, confusion and loss of love, and more self-hatred. But at least he understands himself. And one other positive. Highly Suspect win the award for best use of expletives. Pretty Little Days are great. The entire band absolutely goes hard here, harder than they've ever been thus far, and this is one of the most interesting rooms that you and I have come across in this club, filled with grand architecture. Caught on Fire caught me off guard, opening up like something from Linkin Park's 1,000 Suns. If this album has a love song, this is it, but with a highly disturbing flavor. She is Broken Glass, and he is Molotov. A stupid goodly good thing about the nightclub that we are inside of, you and I, is that no 2 rooms in here are the same. No 2 songs are the same. But Wild Eyed Son is so different that it makes you stop and stare like a rude jerk butt. Wild Eyed Son seems completely separate from anything else here. A love song with father to son that I definitely have to learn on guitar for a certain little guy that I know. Green Day have Good Riddance, and now Highly Suspect have this sweet little nursery rhyme of a song. Alternative rock and Good Riddance Jr. immediately followed by Slayer or Pantera blistering slam metal on the next track. One of the sickest songs I've ever heard, and I'm on a journey to hear every song ever. That heavy song is called Pink Lullaby. Freaking listen to it. New California goes 1990s Blur if Blur ever got excited about the state of California like the Red Hot Chili Peppers do. While the world most certainly doesn't need another song about California, there's more to this one than that. Notably, there's a part where the band slams on the brakes yet again and recreates almost note for note the 1990s classic Pepper from Beehole Surfers. Why? But also, why not? I'm not kidding. At 1 minute and 30 seconds into this song, it's Pepper time, baby. I'm a pepper. Linkin Park, Blur, Depeche Mode, Surfers, Peppers. This record is influenced by some heavy hitters. Hollywood Undead flavors do show up later on the album, but we don't even need to talk about those guys because we don't like the cool kids. Hollywood Undead are cool kids. Cut. Stop the video for a minute. Am I gushing over this record? Here's some negativity for you. This record can be a bit of a chore to get into the groove of, despite really enjoying every room that you and I have visited through this party that we're at. This, Johnny's party that we are inside of. This was not my first attempt at getting into this record. There were several times that I came to Johnny's door and thought that the door was gross and that Johnny was gross. But, as I will continue to show with points moving forward in this video, this is a demented, haunted house that's worth spending the night in, even if you don't like being scared. It's okay. Back to the review. The Cool Kids is yet another room that makes me want to stay inside this place longer. No need to analyze the lyrics of the Cool Kids because it's sadness creatively expressed in peak artistic showcase. Delectable. Love like this is a harder edged sword, a built up to our exit of the sad circus tent within a nightclub. And Evangeline is that tragic ending, a bitter splashing on a dirty beach after you suffered through all the pain that's too much for you to take. It's ultimately what this record is about, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's about survival. This is a kind of record that can get you new fans and the favor of music critics. I don't hear many fourth albums that do that so boldly as this band has done on this record. 45 minutes of absolute tortured genius, corniness, and disgusting behavior wrapped in a nice Christmas bow for your brain and your intestines this holiday season. I'm giving this one a 6 out of 5. You're telling me that's not possible. 6 out of 5 is not possible for a record. 7 out of 5.